Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. So BlizzCon has been done and dusted for a couple of days now. We learned many things. Many we already knew. One of the major things we did learn is that no, he is not the King of Stormwind. He is a very naughty boy. So the dust has been settled on BlizzCon for a couple of days now, and personally, I've got to say, I was not disappointed. Now granted, I wasn't expecting too much, so that may be why. We got a good bit of overview regarding what we can expect from 9.1. And I say overview because, let's be honest, calling it the deep dive was a little misleading. Simply put, there isn't enough information at Blizzard's disposal right now to make it a deep dive. You only need to look at the Q&A that they did. Whenever there was a question relating to something that they themselves had talked about, even Valor, let's say, for 905, the reply would come back, we'll need to, I need to look at that and get back to you. Or, I don't have any more information right now. Or maybe even the classic reply, which is, that is something we're definitely looking at and we talk about a lot back in the office, but we've got no information about that at this time. But let's be fair to Blizzard, there was a lot of good information that came out, and a lot to be excited for in 9.1. The sad fact is that most of us already knew it. And whereas maybe you and I would go, okay, we've looked at the leaks, but it's good, you know, I knew everything that Blizzard talked about, but it's good to have it confirmed. There are still people that walked out of BlizzCon, so to speak, going, wow, that was rubbish, I went in news of 9.2 and beyond, I already knew everything about 9.1 because of the leaks. Which, let's be honest, when you are dealing with people that have that kind of attitude, you really can't win no matter what you do. But let's take a little look and recap the Chains of Domination. I'm going to say this outright, I was wrong about Anduin, and I loved every second of it. From Uther sensing the power of the Jailer, to the moment Anduin went full of Arthas. And the cherry on the cake, when he dived at the Archon just like his father did. Outstanding. Now, I know it won't stay like this. Either Anduin is still in chains back in Torghast, let's say, and this was a clone, for want of a better term, or what I'm really hoping is that the Jailer is using the tortured spirit of Arthas to possess and control Anduin, because Arthas has experience wielding the power of death, and he's still in some way a slave to the Jailer. I don't know, that's just me completely coming up with fanfic there. But, outside of the cutscene, we learned that the Nathrezim have been working with the Jailer all along. They were never truly pawns of the Burning Legion, but instead they were playing a larger game. That is awesome! I don't care what that retcons. I love the idea of wheels within wheels, of forces twisting and turning and trying to manipulate each other. It's brilliant! Makes for a fantastic, deep, dark, rich story. More of that, please, Blizzard. I'm all for that. But back to us as players. In patch 9.1 we are going back into the Maw. We knew this was coming from the leaks, but also, come on, it's common sense. There's no way that they're just going to go, you're not enjoying the Maw? Okay, we'll just abandon it. Don't worry about it, it's all good. But what does coming back to the Maw mean with the full force of the Covenants? Well, it means new areas, new enemies, new rewards. Want more details? Stop asking. I'll have more information for you soon. Thanks. Yeah. We also had Korthia. Looks like Ardenwald if you kind of sucked all the joy out of it, I suppose. I mean, it's got some interesting ties to Nathrezim, so I am way up for that. And of course, something that we didn't see from the leaks was the Maw hand mount. You heard me right. It's a hand that looks like a Maw gauntlet, and it's a mount. Do I need to literally say any more? Also, we have the Sanctum of Domination raid. Yes. Again, a lot of this was known. But some interesting bits did come out from this section. The big thing. We were speaking about this, which was leaked as a boss. It's going to die in the raid, and of course, if it's dead, how can it chase us and kill us when we do Torghast? Simple answer is, ladies and gentlemen, it can't. That's right. With 9.1, the death counter in Torghast is going to be removed. Instead, Blizzard is going to add, or something. We don't really have any information on that yet. They're thinking of something like maybe a timer or some kind of thing. Yeah, I gotta admit, when I heard timer, I was a little sick in my mouth as well. Timers add nothing for me. There's no sense of difficulty with a timer. You simply meet it or you don't. If you wake up late for work and you only have 10 minutes to get ready, it's not really any harder. You just have less time. But if you get up for work and somebody has put a large tiger in your bathroom, well, that adds a new layer of difficulty to the situation. So we will see what Blizzard have to come up with. And I like the idea of Time Twisting Corridor, don't get me wrong, as a separate feature for those that enjoy it. I think everybody should be able to play the game that they want. But let's not tar all of Torghast with the same brush. Now back to the raid. Sylvanas is the last raid boss. And is the most epic boss ever. That's coming straight from Blizzard. But we won't tell you if she dies or is in some way redeemed, which I know is going to fuss the hell out. Some people are going to get seriously triggered if she ends up being redeemed and being the good person all along. Now, one way or another, I would like a separate cinematic for the Horde and the Alliance on this one. And maybe even, I know it's too much to ask, a secret cinematic for those that remained loyal during the campaign. I know Blizzard have already stated that doesn't mean anything anymore, but I can still dream. Apart from that, the two that do stand out are Kulthazad, because, well, it's Kulthazad? Come on! And the Eye of Jailer, which is teased potentially as being the eye that Odin lost. I love the idea of that, can't wait to see more. Then we have the Mega Dungeon that sounds like it has a little touch of Karazhan, which I was hoping for, that little sparkle of fun. It has an infinite pirate dragon in Borealis, for God's sake. It's a touch of the old Blizzard, you know, where you'd be fighting a boss and the hunter's bows would break, or cows would suddenly charge around, and I'm okay with that. I love a little bit of a sense of humour in my dungeons. Becoming super small and facing a mana worm is brilliant. I said it before, and I will say it again. I am loving the look of this mega dungeon, and I can't wait to get in there. Speaking of giant pirate dragons, which apparently can't be mounts, damn you Blizzard, we have mounts, beautiful mounts. So many coming in 9.1. Well, I mean, not yours, Necrolord. Sorry, but it's a blue bottle fly. What do you want me to say? Yes, you heard me right. Of all the options open to the military might of Shadowlands, they have chosen the mighty blue bottle fly as their mount. And times have hit Maldraxxus hard, but we won't judge them. The rest of you look good. We have a touch of the never-ending story for the Night Fae. The Kyrian are rocking a mechanical mount that kind of looks like the priest mount from Legion. I'll be interested to see if there is some lore link between the two of them. The Venthyr, they've got an epic flying gargoyle thing. Hell, I'm down for that. But the Necrolord, you still get a blue bottle fly. I'm sorry. Being serious a second, when I actually looked at all of the comments regarding the mounts and what people thought of them, it was really mixed. There were some people that really hated the Night Fae never-ending story, but they loved the Necro. Or they think that the Venthyr one is just boring and we've seen it before. It's like a reskin of the Darkshore one. But they're loving the Kyrian, and that's the point of this kind of thing. It's something for everyone, and I'm all up for that. We don't always have to agree on everything. The only thing I think that we can all agree on is that those that visit Goldshire come 9.1 will be seeing a lot of the young ladies dressed in the Venthyr dress and the Kyrian handkerchief outfit. God help us all. Another leak that got a really nice bit of additional information. Flying will not be bound to reps. Can I get a hallelujah? Instead, it will be part of your Covenant story. P.S. We are getting another load of levels for the Covenant's Renowned, like another 40. What was that? Nothing. Flying on the plus side. Alts will be able to fly at 50, so yeah, I'll take that. And really, that was it. Now, yes, there have been some little bits of lore and a few other little bits that have dribbled out since then, but on the whole, I get the feeling that this is still very much early days. They have the bones of 9.1, they know what they want, they know what they're working towards, but it just feels like a lot of the meat is currently missing. Which means this is some time off. My guess is at the moment that when we finally hit Renown 40 in a couple of weeks, we will get 405 drop. Granted, it's not the massive flood of content that many are hoping for, but I think it sets the foundation really well for what we can expect to come in 9.1. As for 9.1, I would not be surprised if we don't see this till June, July. I know that sounds a long time, but given this working from home COVID world we're currently in, and the fact that because of that situation, we had an actual expansion delayed, I would not be surprised to see that this also affects the patches as well, and they start to take a little longer. Overall, I think BlizzCon was a success in terms of getting my Blizzard juices flowing. In regards to WoW, it is a terrible shame that the leaks spoilt the show for a lot of people. I know many would have wanted to see more of a true deep dive, and I, as I say, 100% don't blame them. I know I would like to have seen a lot more from it, but so be it. Given how the world is at the moment, I'm happy that we got anything at all, and I thank Blizzard for everything that they've done with regards to the BlizzCon. But that's enough for me, ladies and gentlemen. We're going on long enough. Thank you for watching, stay safe, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Ladies, everyone.